Texas 2K went really well for us. Kind of being the new guys on the block for the high horsepower V10 stuff, we kind of made a statement. This thing, yeah, after Texas 2K, it's pretty well known. Got a lot of high fives, a lot of way to drive the wheels off the car. And we're starting to go a little fast. So yeah, we made a name for ourselves pretty quick, I think. Tuesday would have been the first round of qualifying for us. Kind of went into the whole Texas 2K race with a goal of just doing better than the previous race, obviously, which was like a 7.7 at 195 or 96, somewhere in that range. So our goal was to get into the fives. The mile an hour wasn't too big of a deal. We knew that would come once we start going faster, obviously. So I think we got 3 passes in that day, and they all ranged, you know, in the low 8s, 8.4s to 8.0s. And we were struggling a little bit with launching the car hard to try to get that 60 foot down. So spinning the tire a lot, shaking the tire, and then kind of just rolling out the rest of the way through. Going into Thursday, the main focus was to work on the front half of the track of the race, getting the 60 foot down, trying to get the tire chatter down as much as possible. And a lot of that, actually all of it, was done through traction control strategies, Motec ECU, tuning basically. Moses was front and center on most of that. So the goal was to try to not spin the tires bad and obviously go a little faster. I think we got a 7.7 on our second qualifying pass at 197, which put us at like 12th spot on the bracket. So we started making exponential progress in the passes. Yeah, Friday we had the last, second to last round of qualifying. I think that was that super windy day. A lot of sketchiness with crosswinds and pulling parachutes, but everybody seemed to still just send it. So same thing with us, made some changes, attacked a lot of the traction control strategies for the launch. And I think we had our best pass and personal best at a 7.4 at, 203 mile an hour. So that was really encouraging, knowing that we were going in the right direction, making the right changes. And that brought us all the way down to 5th on the ladder. Yeah, so after Friday's last qualifying passes, we just, same thing, implement more strategy into the launch, try to not piss off the tire as much, and then go into eliminations on Sunday. The R8s are weight bias challenged, let's call it. They do have a ton of weight over the rear tires, so they do weight transfer pretty quick, and that's a lot of the challenge for us to get it to launch hard and not piss off a tire is basically the weight bias in the car. So being the second race with it, we're still figuring it out. This car does have a badass Verkline suspension on it with adjustable points all over the place that we can start playing with. We do have obviously a lot of launch control strategy stuff that we still need to figure out, which will help out a lot. But yeah, still it's just making passes and figuring stuff out. For the first Texas 2K race that we went to, like I said, this couldn't have been going any better. We made it to the top 16 fastest cars in the class. I mean, that alone is an achievement for most people. Not only that, we qualified 5th in that top class, so that's a huge achievement for us. So yeah, going into eliminations, we're kind of playing with house money. Not a ton of pressure on us, which is pretty awesome. Being the underdogs or being the new guys, we didn't have really a target on our back like some of the other big shops do. So the first pairing, we were teed up against a very fast T1 Lambo. He has, if I remember correctly, he was in the 7.5, 7.4s. Car got a good launch, kind of spun the tire a little bit, pulled through, and then in the badass video, car pulls a wheelie, you know, about 100, 150 feet out. I kind of pedaled it just a little bit and just sent it the rest of the way down the track, and it It went fast, went straight. I think it was only a 7.5, but it did do a 210 mile an hour pass. So that was a personal best for mile an hour for sure, but got the W. The next round, so basically we made it to the Elite 8, which again, for that race or that kind of race with that prestige, we're already winning in our books. So I think we had an AMS car this time. We got a little bit more aggressive on the launch. We knew the car we were up against was pretty fast, and we pissed the tire off. I tried pedaling it through it, put me over towards the center line, kind of gathered it back up and then laid back in it, and then the wheels came off the ground. And it was facing towards the wall a little bit, so I kind of just let off, and by then I think the AMS blue Lambo was already going through the traps, so shut it down and called it a great weekend, or a great week for us. North Carolina Streetcar Bragging Rights will be the next race for us. It's coming up in middle of May, I believe it is. We're actually going to get the car out again next week, try to do some testing. Same thing, just work on the launch. Maybe work on some of the issues of wheeling some more. There's a slew of people here that need to be thanked for where this car is this quickly. Tony at T1 and his team have been more than instrumental in getting this car as fast as it is in this short amount of time. So Moses and I definitely want to throw a shout out to T1. Verkline suspension, Bellic, the wheel and tire combo is working out phenomenal. Motec, obviously, the electronics in this car couldn't be doing what it does without those kind of systems. And then AMS as well.